looks over at me and is in complete shock and is amazed. We listened to it and we caught a full sentence for the very first time.
It says in my new book,
the doors kept opening.
You should trust your instincts.
Go for it.
This is crazy, isn't it?
What's the most haunted location you've ever been to?
The Detroit 6th Police Precinct.
Who's your favorite person to investigate with and why?
My other half, Scott, because not only is he my boyfriend and a wonderful human being, but he is probably the best investigator that I could ask for to work beside.
Ooh. How do you prevent the burnout of too much evidence review?
Oh, that's a good one. I guess take more naps. And if you have to take a couple of days from doing it, give yourself a little bit more time so you don't get burnout from it.
Wise words. All right, what's your favorite pre-investigation meal?
Oh, oh man, I eat too much junk food. Probably gonna get a laugh out of this one. Taco Bell. I know that is a bad one to do, but Taco Bell.
I don't know if that's the same effect on you as other people.
Sometimes.
Love Taco Bell.
You are a gambling person. What is the coolest design you've ever had on your nails?
Oh, the coolest design. You know what? I'm kind of boring, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Every time I get my nails done, I usually just get like solid colors. I don't do anything special. I have done the cat eyes nails is what it's called. It's kind of hard to explain, but it almost looks like two-tone type of color with like a little strip in the middle. Okay. And it kind of changes colors in certain lightings. That's probably the coolest that I've done.
Very cool. What is your most sentimental tattoo and why?
It is, let's see, it's super faded. I need it fixed, but if you can see it, it's my quarter sleeve tattoo. It's a stuffed giraffe that my daughter has had ever since she was a newborn. It's got a mandala behind it, and down here has her name, Misha. I got it done, I think, a couple months after I had her, and I'd say that's probably my most sentimental tattoo.
That is so nice. All right, to switch it up, it's paranormal confession time. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done on an investigation?
Oh boy. Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Because I feel like I do a lot of embarrassing things besides like fart a lot.
Besides the Taco Bell farts, yep. Mm-hmm.
I do that a lot. I feel like there's probably been a point in time where I have tripped going up some stairs. Mm-hmm. I know for sure that's probably happened. I guarantee actually that happened when I was at Sweet Spring Sanitarium, but I think during some moments when I did that, I was by myself. Mm. Yeah, that's all I can really think of at the moment.
I got you. All right, what's the coolest thing you've caught during evidence review?
I would say probably hands down is at the Detroit 6th Police Precinct a couple months back. One of the jail cell areas, me and Scott were sitting in there doing an EVP session. Mm-hmm. And by the time we were going through our EVPs, when we got home, Scott, being the skeptic, looks over at me and is in complete shock and is amazed. We listened to it and we caught a full sentence for the very first time. You hear me ask a spirit if they can set the K2 meter off. And within seconds after I asked that, you hear a spirit, like it's talking to another spirit saying, make this go off. And it like whispered it, but it sounded really close. And then you hear me seconds later get really excited and go, oh my God, look, the K2 meter is lighting up. So hands down was the best EVP that we've gotten.
That is cool. But Amanda, listen, we need to cut the BS. What is with the Ouija board on the wall back there? What's going on here?
I don't know if he's on here watching still, but Steve brought from Haunted Nights when we were at MadCon. He was selling that along with his famous stickers. Before we left MadCon, Scott actually felt bad, and he went up to his table and was like, look, man, I'm going to buy your Ouija board. How much do you want it? I honestly don't know how much he paid for it, but we got it from him.
Gotcha. There's like an elf on the shelf. I thought you were going to do something clever with the planchette or something for Christmas or something.
Oh, no. It's purely for looks.
Okay, good. Hey, what's the one location you've never been to but always wanted to go?
Oh, this is one that I've been wanting to go to, but I don't think you can legally even have access to go to it. Yeah, that was my cat apparently making a bunch of noise. I have earbuds in, so I can't hear her.
We hear it. We hear it. Don't worry.
But Poveglia Island in Italy is hands down a spot that I would love to check out.
Very good.
I think that one and oh my God, there's so many out there. I'm just gonna have to go with that because if I start saying other ones, I'm just gonna go on forever.
But that's a good one. So now we got someone who has always wanted to start a paranormal podcast but hasn't yet. So what's the best tip you can give someone that's gonna make that jump and start their own paranormal podcast?
I would say basically try to build up relationships with others in the field. So that way you not only are supporting others in the field and what they do, but you also get support back from people. That way it'll kind of help build your podcast for one. Join a bunch of paranormal groups and different networks so that way you can share your podcast around. Most importantly, when you are on a podcast, make it fun for people. Don't make it boring. Don't make it just seem like it's an interview. Get off topic, have a good time with them. Ask a lot of interesting off the wall questions like what you guys are doing to me pretty much. Makes it more fun.
Now this question kind of leads into that one, but when you were bragging about being 8 months ahead in booking and everything like that, there were a ton of people in the comments that were amazed. So what's the real secret to getting such fantastic guests and great organization on your podcast? What's the secret?
You know what? I tell people that I've had people go and ask me the same thing, and I will just say, honestly, a lot of it, you just have to do a lot of social networking. Social networking is very important. And by social networking, it's not being about yourself. You're not going to get anywhere by making things about yourself and not supporting anybody else. So it is very important to get to know other people on a personal level, show support to them, and the good people will be returning that back to you.
Very good. Now this is number 13. It's the last one. Besides your senses, which is a cop-out, what's the 3 most important piece of equipment during an investigation?
I'd say keep it simple. You definitely want to just have your basic recorder with you. Honestly, we have about 3 or 4 of these $40 Sony recorders. They work just great. Yes. We caught ours full sentence EVP off of it, I would say that. And if you're not using like a digital camera with, your night vision and some good IR lighting to it, then IR night vision GoPros is another one. That way, if you can, or if you're missing something when you're out and about, at a location, you may be able to catch it on video. And I personally am a fan of trigger objects. I love using the cat balls. You see them everywhere anymore. They're very affordable. I feel like they have a good use to them. I've seen activity that I cannot explain going off with them at times, and then randomly just not going off at all. So I think that's a good one for people to kind of look into, since equipment can get really pricey.
Yeah. Well, all right, listen, you survived and got out of the abyss. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. You can see the full podcast by searching on Facebook, Our Paranormal Podcast, all brought to you by RU Media. This paranormal adventure that we're all on, it connects us. This is our paranormal community. This is Our Paranormal Podcast with your host, Sean Gilmore.
He's worked in the paranormal field for 10 years.
He was featured on the TV show Paranormal Survivor that airs on Travel Channel.
His passion is creating para-unity.
With your host, Brian Mursall.
He's worked in the paranormal field for 7 years.
He leads his own paranormal team.
He wants to help people start their paranormal adventure or grow their existing one. This is our paranormal adventure. This is our paranormal community. This is our paranormal podcast.
It's about supporting. It's about making para-unity a real thing, because we all need to support each other within our community, and that's what the show has always been about.